we're going to be making the Primrose from Samantha Marie Designs. So for this pattern, we're going to need 2 front pieces. One's going to be a liner and one's going to be your main. We're going to need 4 of our back pieces in the same thing. One is a liner, one is a main. We're going to need 4 of the little middle band pieces. We're going to need 2 of the straps for the back. And then we're going to need our 2 skirt pieces, our bottom pieces, and our bands for our bottom, our leg bands. So, to get started, we are going to take our bands that are going to be in the back, and we are going to fold them right sides together down like that. We're going to do that on both of these. I'm doing mine 2 different colors, but we're going to do that on both of these, and we are going to serge right down this long open end. Okay, so to get started, you're going to pull some of this chain out, just like that, and then you're going to take your leg band and you're going to tuck that right in the middle and then fold that over and then serge down your raw edge, making sure this is over in the center. Alrighty, and then you're going to take the thread or the chain that you had in the center and you're just going to pull it and it's going to help bring that right sides out. Okay, and then we're going to set those over here for now. And then we're going to grab our middle band pieces and we are going to put those right sides together. And we are going to serge down these short ends. And we're going to do that for both of these. So right sides together. And then serge down these short ends. We're going to set these to the side for later too. Then we are going to grab 2 of our backs and then one of the main pieces or the front pieces, and we are going to lay right sides together and we're going to match up those shoulders. So if your liner is different than what your main is going to be, then make sure you have those matching. The only one I'm doing different is the liner to my front piece. So then we're going to serge along these shoulders. We're going to do that with both of them. So lay it down, take your back pieces, and match up those shoulders. And then serge across the top. Okay, so now we are going to lay these pieces that we just did right sides together. And I'm going to put a clip right here in this shoulder seam. I'm going to do that for both sides just so I can kind of keep everything where I need it to be. Okay, so you're going to open this side up and you're going to see where you did notches. You will see those on your pattern and they're going to be different depending on which back layout you're going to do. I'm going to do the ones where they like intertwine. I don't really know the right word for it, but they're going to be like that. Okay, so you're going to take one of them and you are going to sandwich them in between this. So we're going to put one right here, right where the notch is, fold it down and clip. And then we're going to twist this one down, making sure that we keep it, like don't twist it, but just keep it all straight. And we're going to match this next notch. And clip. So for this next step, I'm going to take you to my machine with me. We're going to take this band and we are going to head to the machine. We are going to serge all the way around until we get right here, which is going to be right above the first notch that we have on the other side. So once we hit this part, we are going to find our band from the first little section that we sewed, and we are going to loop this other band like that, and we're going to take this first little part and put it right there where our notches are. And then we are going to sew down just a little bit to right there before we hit that second notch. And then we're going to bring this bottom one, or not the bottom one, but the bottom of that other strap, and pull it to our second notch, and then finish serging. Okay, so after you get those sewn on, we are going to flip this to our main print. We are going to take our sleeves and we are going to fold them to make sure they are in half. And then we're going to make a little mark right here. You can either do it with your scissors and make a little notch out, or you can use a fabric pin, but do this to both sleeves. Okay, after you have that done, you are then going to take your sleeve and you are going to align it on like that, and then take that notch and align it to your shoulder seam. And then you are going to bring that bottom of the sleeve back down to meet down here. And then you're going to repeat to the other side. After you get those clipped on, you are just going to serge right along both sides of our sleeves. Okay, so after you have your sleeves sewn on, we are then going to fold these right sides together with our liner on the outside. And then we're going to match up these seams on both sides and clip down. Okay, and after you have that clipped, you are just going to serge down both of these sides. Okay, so now we are going to flip it right sides out. Okay, so we're going to match these side seams, or this seam with this side seam. We're going to bring this piece to the notch that we cut whenever we was making the pattern, or cutting out the pattern. This one to this side. And then same thing, bring this over to our notch. And then we're going to put this one wrong side like this. So then we're going to serge around this circle and make sure you have all of your layers. Remember, the first piece that you put in is going to be right side out. And then the second band is going to be, you're going to be looking at the wrong side. And then make sure to align these two back pieces with the notches you made while cutting the pattern. Okay, and then you're just going to pull that band out. Okay, so now that we have our band on, we've got the hardest parts out of the way. So now we're going to bring our two bottom pieces, and we are going to lay these right sides together, and we're going to clip right down these sides. And then we're just going to serge down this side and down this side. Okay, so now that we have those sewn together, if you are adding a snap placket now, you could go ahead and do that, or if you want to close this and add your cuffs, you can do that. For some reason, when I close it right now, my brain gets really confused for the next couple of steps, so I'm going to add my cuffs or my bands last. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to grab my skirt pieces. You're going to lay them right sides together, and we're going to clip down this side and then this other side over here. And then we are going to serge down this side and this side. Okay, so now what I do is I take my skirt and I match these side seams with the side seams right here. So I flip this over and I match these side seams. bring it over and I do the same thing. And then we're going to find the front and the back. So here's my front. And then I'm going to attach my bottoms like this. So the same thing, but with the bottom part. And then you are going to serge around the circle, making sure you have all the layers in there. Okay, so now that we have that all on, we are going to come back and we are going to flip all this and we are going to serge this crotch seam. Alrighty, so then you just flip that back out after you have that serged. And then we're going to take our leg bands, we're going to fold them right side together and serge on the short ends. And we're going to do that for both of these. Okay, so then you're going to flip them out, quarter them, and put a little notch. So we're going to match this seam to our crotch. And then our notch we're going to bring over here to our side seam. Well, if I can, there we go. And then we are just going to evenly clip this on. And then we're going to repeat that to the other side. And then you're just going to serge around both of these holes, making sure you are pulling your leg cuff evenly. You have your leg bands on, and all you have to do is flip this skirt down. And like I said, you can do your bands earlier than what I did. My brain just, for some reason, does not like when I do the bands at that step. So feel free to do the bands when I told you to earlier, or do it like I did, whatever is your preference. Now all that you have to do is hem, and then you are done. I hope this helped. I will have linked in the description how to hem if you need help with that, and where to get the fabric and all the essentials that you would need to get this project complete. I hope this helped, and y'all have a good night.